We're covering every angle of this story. Emily Schmidt is tracking the latest out of Washington. Nick Valencia is at the world's busiest airport to see how this is impacting travelers. Emily, let's get started with you. This is a serious step to close so many embassies. What's the response out of Washington?
Frederica, we are really waiting to see what happens because you think about the timeline here, 3 o'clock in Washington. It is getting to be Sunday or very close to Sunday in some of these areas that are being affected by the embassy and consulate closures. A White House official says today the president was updated about the threat. He's going to continue to be updated throughout the weekend, we're told. The White House also says that it will not comment on specific intelligence when it comes to this story, particularly as it relates to a New York Times report. It said some of this chatter about threats came from intercepted electronic communications between senior al-Qaeda operatives. A terrorism expert for CNN points to another wrinkle in this story. Recently, al-Qaeda seemed to appoint a number 2 to the organization, and he's based in Yemen, which is where officials say much of this chatter has originated.
Hitting the United States has not been a top priority for this terrorist group in Yemen, which still has significant resources. The concern has got to be now that he's got this potentially new position within the global al-Qaeda network, is he now going to reprioritize hitting the United States? That would be a very worrying scenario for U.S. counterterrorism officials.
And of course, the U.S. Embassy in Yemen is one of the 22 embassies and consulates that will be shut down tomorrow. Security is already even tighter than usual, especially in Yemen. At least 12 tanks reported to be within a few hundred yards of the building. We also know that Britain, France, and Germany have said they are closing their embassies in Yemen tomorrow and Monday, all as a direct result of these threats.
And Emily, now all of this taking place just a month shy of the 1-year marker, or the anniversary of that deadly attack on the U.S. compound in Benghazi. Is there a way of knowing how security overall has changed in the region, or even as it pertains to U.S. embassies and consulates?
Yeah, we don't exactly know the cause and effect with this threat. As you said, it comes just a few weeks before that first anniversary of the attack. After that, though, the Obama administration was certainly criticized for not responding strongly enough to the threat. This time, officials are using this phrase, say they're acting out of an abundance of caution. Here's something we do know. It's a direct effect of Benghazi, though. After that attack, the Pentagon approved a Marine Contingency Combat Force team for the entire area. Basically, there are roughly 1,500 Marines on ships in the Red Sea, around 500 Marines that are split between Italy and Spain. They are posted there full-time for the sole purpose of responding if there is an attack in the area. These are Marines who could go in the event that these threats turned into actual attacks and be there quicker than they were able to be there at this time last year.
All right, Emily Schmidt, thanks so much in Washington. All right, this is